At this point, this is highway robbery. At this point, what in the world is happening? Because Manchester United did not deserve to lose this game today. We did not deserve. Wait, look at me very clearly. Look me in my eye. Look me in my eye. I'm the captain now. We do not deserve to lose this game to Arsenal. We were the better side from top to bottom. This is the first time Man United have played 90 minutes of good football from the start to the end. We had opportunities upon opportunities upon opportunities, and we did not take them. We did not take them. But as you see in the thumbnail, it is highway robbery. Highway robbery because it was a memo. This memo came out. It came out before the start of the Premier League. It came out before the start of the Premier League by the referee body, the refereeing body. That refereeing body literally said it crystal clear that we are going to be watching out for holding, pushing in the 18-yard box, especially during set pieces. And why did they do it? They did it because Arsenal have been getting away with fouls upon fouls upon fouls upon fouls. And guess what? They did it again today. They did it again today. And the funny thing about it is every single person is talking about a goalkeeping mistake. Yes, the goalkeeper was not commanding his 18-yard box the way he should. But the truth about this situation is that we should not be needing to literally do extra. We should not be needing to do extra because we are already in the right. This should be a straight situation where the referee calls back the game. It should be a straight situation where the referee calls back the game and stops it because they pushed the goalkeeper. I do not understand how in this day of football we do not protect the vulnerable like we are meant to. It is mind blowing in my opinion. It is mind blowing in my opinion. We played better than Arsenal. And I don't think anybody can accuse or literally say that that wasn't true. We played better than Arsenal from start to finish. The defense made Gyökeres look like he was a baby. Made Gyökeres look like a baby out here. You understand? But the truth about this situation is that they go home with 3 points. They go home with 3 points and we go home with nothing. That should not be the case. And all this because of what the referee did not do his job. All this because the referee did not just do his dang job. Today, the expected goals from open play for Manchester United. This is basically reported by Statman Dave. Man United had expected goals of 1.35 to Arsenal's 0.29. And everybody can be like, yeah, Arsenal are not firing on all cylinders. But Manchester United are still not firing on all cylinders. But we played better than them. And nobody would tell me otherwise. Nobody can tell me otherwise. Because we play better than them. We absolutely play better than them. We should be able to take up these points. We should be able to pick up the points. We truly should. But we absolutely were robbed. We were robbed. I'm not going to even argue this with anybody. It was a simple situation where you call it, you protect the goalkeeper. You protect the goalkeeper. It's ridiculous. Let's hear what Sky Sports and Micah is talking about in this situation because I want to hear Border Dash right now. I want to hear Border Dash right now. You get me? Because it's ludicrous. It's ludicrous. Let's hear the lies that he's talking about. Let's go on. Let's hear the lies. Let's hear the lies. Can you guys hear me? All right, let's let it play.
This is big boy stuff. You're saying protect him.
But you've got delay.
Yeah, but there's got to be mismatch. If your team, but if your team is if your team, if they've got players, a lot more players bigger than your lads, you're going to be outmatched somewhere.
But not in the centre of
no,
the goal.
But if it comes there,
it's come to the.
But he's only leaning into him. But that's the goalkeeper.
Well,
you can't babysit a goalkeeper.
I agree with you that the goalkeeper should definitely do better, but I also believe he could be
the last player you want in there
is that, Micah, a little bit to do with the smartness of Arsenal's routine that they sort of eliminate Manchester United's best aerial defenders in that situation?
What they do? Why I believe De Ligt was at the far point post, because Arsenal sometimes have all the players start at the front and then go to the back, so they must have thought the ball was going to the back post.
Now, this is big.
This is just rubbish. This is just balderdash. It's honestly rubbish because in that situation, it is not about you being big boys or you being small boys. The truth about it is the goalkeeper was pushed. The goalkeeper was in the wrong position. The goalkeeper was flat-footed. The goalkeeper was not allowed to have a starting run. The goalkeeper was honestly having people in his throat. Bro, he was choking. He was choking. And there's no way you're going to tell me that this is not the way it's meant to be. Because it's still a foul if you stop a goalkeeper from running. If you stop a goalkeeper from going for the ball, that is a foul. That is a foul, but Arsenal always get away with it. Arsenal always get away with it. They always get away with it, and it pisses me off every single time. Every single time it pisses me off. It pisses me off every single time. This is not how you play football. This is not how you. If Arsenal win the game and they win it fairly, I'm okay with it. If they win the game and they win it fair and square, I am okay with it. Take it and go. You outmatched us. But let me tell you something. They did not outmatch us in any position. In any position today. They did not outmatch us. We were better in the final third. We were better in the midfield. We were better in the defense. Now the midfield is a little shaky because they had more numbers than us. But the truth about it is the way we allowed Togo come into the midfield, the way we allowed Ahmad when he came in, Brian Ubemo when he was in the game, the way we allowed them to come into the midfield, it gave us the midfield. It gave us the midfield. Casemiro was playing well. Ugarte came in and was playing well. We were meant to win this game. Now, I think the only situation that Amorim made a mistake is not putting Benjamin Šeško from start. Because the moment that dude came into the game, we saw fear. We saw fear in the mind and in the eyes of Gabriel Magalhaes. We saw chaos that was being created based on his runs alone. And in my mind, this situation should have been starting from the first goal. He is 6'5". 6'5". Put him in. If he is able to play from the second half, he's able to start. Put him in. And I think we gave Arsenal a lot more credit than we should have. We gave them a lot more credit than we should have. The fact that Amad Diallo did not start the game was them giving a nod to Martinelli. The fact that Benjamin Šeško did not start the game is them giving, oh, this is the game against Arsenal. I don't want to put him in too early. Put him in. Bless him with the mountain of fire. Let him be the one to start the game. I'm talking about the new boys, Brian Mbuemo's Man United debut, competitive debut against Arsenal was brilliant. He has a bright future for Manchester United, and I'm telling you that. And it should be crystal clear to every single person watching. 100% dribbles completed. 20 sprints, the most out of every player on that pitch today. 23 passes completed, 5 shots, 5 crosses, 2 shots on target, 1 chance created. That's the reason we brought him in. That right there is the reason we brought him in. You get me? Now let's look at Lenny Young. Because the truth about it is that we have a talent in Lenos, a defensive master. 100 aerial duels won. He absolutely bullied Victor Gyökeres. He bullied Victor Gyökeres in the aerial duels. 91% accuracy, pass accuracy. 61 passes completed, 12 defensive actions, 6 clearances, 5v5 aerial duels won, 4 interceptions, 2 out of 3 tackles won. That is Lenny Yoro. Now let's see what Rio Ferdinand has to say. What is his take on this game? Man United versus Arsenal. Most dominate performance I have seen us play in a long time versus a top team despite losing. And he is absolutely right. What are the positives? A threat physically, pace. Mateus Cunha and Brian Mbeumo very lively, having willing runners in possession or on transitions. Some patterns of possession that bode well for the future. With a time with oh my god, bode well in future. Time on training ground showing. Negatives, cheap goal. Goalkeeper gotta do better, be aggressive, and that is absolutely right. Transitions if Bruno playing deeper. First thought to creep forward. Lapses in concentration. Maybe a problem against the better and more physical teams. Didn't flood the box enough at times. However, Sheshko may change this. I don't even think it's a may at this point. It is going to be crystal clear that him coming into the game absolutely changed it. He brought a certain amount of chaos that I loved. He brought a certain amount of chaos that I absolutely loved. A Manchester United team that is littered with the questionable calls outperformed Arsenal, but experimental attack did not work in friendlies and didn't work today, despite being lifted by Brian Mbeumo and Mateus Cunha. No doubt about it. Manchester United supporters appreciatively at full time, reacting appreciatively at full time. Performance was encouraging, but no surprise they didn't score with an experimental attack that didn't score last week. Team was littered with contentious calls, and the first was the goalkeeper. He cost them, no doubt about it. Ben Yedder should have been aggressive. He should have been aggressive. He should have come out and claimed that ball, but he didn't. And that's a problem. That's a problem that we need to solve. That's a problem that we need to absolutely clear out. And that is a problem that we will be solving next game. I don't know if it's against Fulham or what, but we will be solving that problem because Andre Onana will be coming back. Now, Andre Onana doesn't give me enough confidence to say during corner kicks we'll be able to actually come out and claim the ball. But one thing is for sure, he is better than Bayinda. He is better than Bayinda, and I'm excited to see that. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about these situations. I'm going to be doing 5 things learned next tomorrow. So make sure you guys absolutely hit us up. Stay tuned because we are bringing you the heat here on Pillah Sports. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you haven't. I'll see you guys in the next one. Manchester United lose to Arsenal 1-0 in the opener of the Premier League 2025-2026 season. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day. Peace.